Good evening. The news summary for this Monday, 18th of March. Judge, lawyers, and the accused persons have visited the residence of the first and second accused, Mukesh and Laura Valabji, at Mont Blanc. This is called locus inquo, where those concerned visit a crime scene. This is in the Arms and Prevention of Terrorism case, where prosecutors representing the police say arms and ammunitions were discovered at the Mont Blanc residence. The visit lasted around 2 hours. The case will be back in the Supreme Court tomorrow morning, where the prosecution is preparing to wrap up its own case. The Constance Lemuria Hotel is looking to forge a new and improved relationship with local farmers in order to use more local produce in their kitchens. Lemuria is in its second year as an iOS 22,000 certified hotel, an international standard on food handling. The standard promotes supporting local producers and the economy and maintaining consistency in service whilst reducing all risk of food contamination. Before, Lemuria was importing all the foodstuff, but now 70% of fruits and vegetables are sourced locally, 80% of seafood, but only 35% of poultry, and the hotel continues to import other kinds of meat. The director of culinary, Jordi Villa, wants to discuss with local farmers in producing other varieties of food.
Tomatoes, crochet flowers, edible flowers, mushrooms, and all these kind of very exotic fruits also. When you're a chef, you like to play with the ingredients, not just the normal tomatoes, like green tomatoes, more unripe tomatoes, yellow tomatoes, multicolored tomatoes. That is what will be the thing, It will be very interesting to have different varieties of tomatoes and different types of mushrooms. Sometimes it's difficult to exchange knowledge. That will be very nice is community can organize meetings together, how we can improve and how can grow in this world of the tourism, and to have a better producers and better farmers and better chefs to develop new things for our own guests here in Seychelles.
The prospect of sea cucumber fishing in the Mascarene plateau is amongst the various issues that Mauritius and Seychelles are discussing as part of the 31st Technical Committee meeting of the joint management of the Mascarene plateau. The last time this committee met was in July of last year.
For 3 days, delegates of the two countries will be discussing how Mauritius and Seychelles will strengthen their joint management of the Mascarene Plateau. The 31st Technical Committee meeting of the Joint Commission of the Extended Continental Shelf is part of a three-tiered joint administrative structure set up to jointly manage the Mascarene Plateau so that Seychelles and Mauritius can benefit from its resources. Among the topics of discussion is the status of exploratory fishing, especially sea cucumber fishing. So far, two Seychellois companies have shown interest, but none from Mauritius. Ambassador Kunjul, co-chair of the Joint Committee, says that the success shown by the companies from Seychelles may help to incite Mauritian companies to invest.
When it came to exploratory fishing, we wanted companies from both countries to be able to get involved. Unfortunately, we don't have a fisheries sector that is as developed as yours, especially in terms of fishing. We are still in a very artisanal type fishing. Maybe our people are not as adventurous as yours are. So we have not been able to get companies interested, especially in something that is very, very new.
The rating agency Fitch Ratings has affirmed Seychelles' long-term foreign currency rating at a BB-, and the country's long-term foreign exchange policy has changed from stable to positive. Fitch Ratings says factors contributing to Seychelles' positive rating are the country's continued commitments to maintaining a primary budget surplus, which leaves the country's gross domestic product, or GDP, on a sustainable path. Fitch Ratings said Seychelles' fiscal performance for last year exceeded targets with a surplus of 1.8% of the country's GDP and a budget deficit lower than expected. Another factor that led to the positive rating from the Fitch rating is that Seychelles has strengthened its macroeconomic policy framework. This has contributed to improving the country's economic resilience in the face of external shocks, as well as a significant increase in foreign reserves. Tomorrow, the 19th of March, is the International Social World Day, and the theme for this year is Shared Future for Transformative Change. In her message for the occasion, the Minister for Employment and Social Affairs, Patricia Franco, says that we cannot foresee the future without appreciating the past, the humble beginnings and hard work of our past social workers, and the current events and actions of those still in the field. The negative effects of the modern world, she says, such as drug addiction, child abuse, domestic violence, and increasing mental illness can only be curbed by joint actions, commitment, and dedication of all human service professionals and society in general. She emphasizes that transformative change requires a change of mindset, reorganization, and innovative strategies of key stakeholders. She says she acknowledges that it may not produce sudden outright positive outcomes, but it is imperative that collaboratively we need to take conscientious actions to facilitate the tasks of social work providers. Minister Franco thanks them for their courage and determination to rise above the challenges, as it is in doing so that they remain strong in adversity and continue to give the best of themselves. And with this, we end this news summary. Have a very pleasant evening.